If it's your first time here, welcome. And if you're returning, thanks for coming back to join me, your boy, G the Predicament, back with our reality review. You know what time it is. It's Sunday, so it's time for some Baddies West. Yes, this week was episode 4. And this week we finally got a chance to see what we all been waiting for. Talking about Scotty getting active so long. And now it finally happened. So episode picked up with the recap from last week's episode. You know, it was a lot last week. My girl Lo, she had her run in with Krishan, but you know, she had to get her lick back, you know, because Razor couldn't see her friend looking like that. But of course they made up where they got ready to head out to Vegas. So the episode picks up right where we left off. Girls were having to sit down before the bus pulls up. Honestly, this season the bus is a lot nicer than what we had last season. Immediately I noticed this was like a tour bus. They got like beds on the bus, like plenty of room for everybody. So you would think that they had a nice, you know, ride and everything would have went. But of course, you know, it's the Baddies, so that wasn't the case. Just a side note though, Tommy and Natalie got drive. They took the private jet, so they actually got to before. They did have a little bit of conversation between those two. Really, I felt like it was a promo for Tommy's new shades, and she is launching real soon. But they did speak a little bit about Krishan, how she thought she was the star of the show, and Natalie seemed like she had a problem with it. But as always, just kind of doing her thing as EP, watching and also creating drama at the same time. But back to the girls on the bus. So girls on the bus are playing drinking games, playing Never Have I Ever. So most of the questions actually pretty funny to see the answers from the girls. They were pretty much, most of the questions were like, have you ever smushed in this place, or ever smushed in a church, or like things of that nature. One little funny thing was they asked if anyone had ever smushed on a boat, and Biggie actually said that she had. So yeah, that kind of interesting. But you know, she said she do big things and everybody love her. All the baddies love her. Let's see. After that, the girls seemed like they were kind of vibing. Like everything was going well. They were all having a good time. Everybody's laughing, joking. They even made a point to show that Lo, Rock were getting along a lot better. Like Sean was like touching on Lo's boobs, saying how nice they were. It was totally unexpected. Don't know where it came from. So it was actually like I said, it was really an odd vibe, but it was the first chance that we got to see Scotty finally get active. Razor just like wouldn't back down. She seemed to be pretty drunk, even from what everybody else was saying, like in confessionals, speaking about the conversation. DJ High also Oli spoke on it. You know, everybody seems to be on the same journey that Razor was just took things out of context. I mean, again, that's all alleged. They can't speak for her. I'm just saying what I seen. But it got to the point where security had to get between them. Razor swings on Scotty. Scotty reaches over security. She goes in on Razor. They have to keep them separated. From what they said, like what the girls were saying when they arrived at the house, like entire 3-hour bus. They drank 2 bottles of Casamigos in the first hour. Spent the last 2 hours fighting. But eventually they do make it to the house. They arrive in Vegas. House is beautiful. House is beautiful. Much nicer than the houses that we had seen on season 2 of Baddies. south. Um, when they arrive at the house, immediately when they arrive, Natalie and Tommy are already there, and they can tell that like the vibe is off, something's not right. So they ask the girls what's going on. They say, let's try to squash it. Let's just, let's talk it out, because they are already booked to go out that same night in Vegas. And all of this drama's going on. So Razor is just like pissed. They agreed to finally, after yelling, going back and forth, for God knows how long, they finally get Scotty to agree to like going on a one-on-one. Shockingly, gotta give it to Scotty on this one. Scotty did her big one. She finally did her big one. She came through. Razor ran up. Scotty put the pause on her. It was like a quick 3 seconds, but it looked like everything went in Scotty's favor, and I was not expecting that. So shout out to Scotty the Body. So after they break them up, of course, Razor's just not letting this go. They split to 2 different scenes, where we have DJ Sky High, Natalie, and Scotty in the room trying to explain to Natalie on how do we get to this point, like what happened. At the same time, you have Razor. She's like still out, like outside in like the main foyer, or like main entryway of the house. Tommy's trying to calm her down. Lowe's trying to calm her down. It was just a wild scene. It was really weird to watch, honestly, to see, because there's always times when I feel like when we watch shows on reality TV, it's always something that we just don't see. This is one of those times. Sure, it was just something that we just didn't see. It had to lead to all of it. Just sin. But that's one thing about reality shows in today's society. Somehow Cat and Stunner Girl have just been like MIA. But we do see in the sneak peek for next week that they will be back. Because that is where we lead this episode, is right where we get ready to go out for the performance in Vegas. Since we had the talk with Razor and Scotty, Natalie asked for Tommy to have a sit down Thunder Girl. So that is where we left off with that episode. It was entertaining, but this was kind of leading me back to like episode 1 vibes. Episode 1 was good, but I felt like it was just a lot of yelling. It was a lot of back and forth and like not a lot being said. Episode 3 did turn it around with a bit more of a comedic vibe. So hopefully, they learn to like kind of bounce back and forth with that a little bit. Because I mean, we like the drama, fighting, but we gotta have a little more storyline. Because some just kind of felt left out of that. But as always, if it's your first time here, or if you're returning and you have not hit that subscribe button, please make sure you hit that little subscribe button down there, for it helps the channel a lot. Also, if you like the video, please like. If you don't, so give it a dislike. Let me know what you think in the chat, and let me know what you think about tonight's episode. Other than that, hit me up. I will see y'all later, next episode, and be sure to check out all the other videos on the channel.